The slogan for College Nights is that they are leaders for life. College Nights are learning the skills necessary to lead others on their own campuses, to make a solid core set of friends, and the development of stronger moral character.
Being a Knight of Columbus has given me the opportunity to interact with a lot of great men with very similar values, and has given me the opportunity to volunteer in a variety of aspects.
College Knights of Columbus aren't just at my college, but at colleges all around the nation. We all have the same mission, the same love of the Lord, and love to serve our Knights.
For some guys, they appreciate the service aspect of the Knights of Columbus, the habitat builds, the parish functions, having a breakfast and things of that sort. So really, the Knights of Columbus can be all things to all people. And I would say, why wouldn't you want to join?
The Knights of Columbus were started here in New Haven in 1882 by the parish priest at St. Mary's Church here in New Haven, Father Michael J. McGivney.
The 19th century saw a tremendous influx of immigrants. Many of them, if not most of them, were Catholic. And so they brought with them a religion that was thought to be anti-democratic. They brought with them an allegiance to the Holy Father in Rome, and these teeming masses were thought to be a threat to the established order. Father McGivney was the quintessential parish priest. He was, of course, a talented man. He was a determined man. He was a natural leader. The real challenge that he sought to address was the plight of widows and children when the father of the family died or became incapacitated. The Knights of Columbus, to this day, offers men across the board an opportunity to come to know their faith and to find practical ways to practice their faith.
I think young men that go to college are trying to find a home. And I think that's what every young man wants, is this call to something greater than himself. And the Knights of Columbus here offer that. They offer this ability to join people that are of the same mind, that take their faith very seriously, that take true, authentic friendships very seriously, that honor charity, unity, fraternity, and patriotism, and try to enact all four of those pillars into their daily life.
St. Paul says, as iron sharpens iron, so man sharpens his fellow man. And when I'm with the other Knights, they sharpen me. And I like to think that I return the favor for them.
Earlier in December, before Christmas, a group of volunteers put out wreaths on every single grave here in Arlington National Cemetery.
We're picking them up to show our commitment to our service members, our men and women, especially those who have died for our country.
The Knights of Columbus have four principles, and the first of which is charity. The first and foremost way in which we do that is through our steak sandwich sale fundraiser. So all the guys of our council grill about 3,000 steaks, and all of the proceeds raised from that event get donated to a variety of charities throughout the South Bend area.
What's going on here today? It's a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. We've raised over about $700.
The proceeds benefit the Christian Refugee Relief Fund.
We have to drive up around the National Mall now and then around a couple of the buildings up in that district, and there'll be some people on the corners and on the grates, hopefully at this point still. Later on, we'll finish on at Franklin Square, one of the big parks, where we're expecting a big crowd to give away any sandwiches that we do have left over.
we're doing charity together in unity and together in fraternity, that you're there with your brothers. You're not there with another volunteer. You're there with your best friends at the service project. And you're not just doing a service project. You're, as the principal says, acting in works of charity, which really carries a deeper theological meaning to it.
Knights of Columbus is a brotherhood of Catholic men who want to practice their faith, share it with others, and do charity or events for the church and for the community.
Seeing Knights of Columbus on college campuses, I think is essential. By having men of character who are active in their campuses and can be a witness to the Catholic faith and what it means to be a Knight of Columbus, I think there's a lot of good that can happen there.
There are a lot of male fraternal organizations on college campuses. The reason the Knights is so unique and it can be so appealing is just that call to grow closer in Christ. There's such a higher meaning.
It's very important. We're kind of like the igniter, attracting Catholic men. When they come to college, they see us doing all these great activities. It kind of motivates them to see that there's other Catholic men like they are who are willing to just take the time out of their day to do great activities, and it inspires them.
To be able to join the Knights of Columbus means to strengthen your faith and strengthen your service. By being able to recruit more people, by being known more, will just be big, just because not only will it help our council to grow and be able to do more and more, but it'll help individuals grow as Catholic men.
We're on a pilgrimage right now in Poland in preparation for World Youth Day. Our college program of Knights of Columbus, it's a formative experience based on principles of charity, unity, and fraternity. And so having them come to World Youth Day helps to further prepare them for that role when they return back to campus.
It's an amazing experience that be here with my brother Knights from USA, Canada, Malaysia, and even here from Poland.
This is a little bit of a cultural exchange. I learned a few things about them. I hope they learn a few things about me. I think that our faith just connects us.
Jesus chose 12 men to accompany him and to work with him and to spread the message and to found the church. And in the Knights of Columbus, I can see the power and the importance of that model. Men coming together really do strengthen and sharpen and magnify each other's gifts. And every aspect of my faith journey, I've had my brother Knights, to back me up. There's nothing like it.
Being part of the Knights of Columbus has become such a large part of the personality that I stand here. I look back to who I was a few years ago, and I just see how much I've grown.
We serve others, we run religious organizational events around campus, and we have a really strong fraternal bond among our brothers, and all three of those things are a great influence in my life.
Young men should consider joining the Knights because it brings people in our generation, it brings them out of the sort of rut of individualism, brings them into a community with brothers who have a common faith, a common love for the church.
Thanks for your commitment to the Knights of Columbus. People who speak to an audience of your age at some point say, you're the future of the church. I don't think that is true. I don't think you are the future of the church. I think you are the church now. What you do now is important to the church. It's important to your Catholic community. It's important to your college. It's important to your family. You have to think of yourself as a Catholic lay leader on your college campus.
The new generation of Knights of Columbus, I think we're really starting to realize that we are the church. I think that we're really kind of stepping into these leadership roles, and I think it really starts with us leading by example is a great way that we can do that.
College Knights Councils provide the rare chance for formation. It provides an element of fraternity where men can bond together and become lifelong friends. It provides an element of service where men can recognize their obligation as Christians to be going out into their communities and serving those who need our assistance. And most importantly, it provides an element of faith, where men can explore where they stand in their relationship with God. Ultimately, take that faith forward, to take the next step surrounded by other men who are on the same journey that they are.
College Council, to me, is the beginning of a lifelong journey with the Knights of Columbus. Kind of like the beginning of a lifelong commitment to faith, fraternity, service, and excellence.
I cannot speak more highly enough about the Knights of Columbus. It's just been a tremendous opportunity that I would recommend to everyone.